Yo, my phone is fucked up. I don't know when my phone got like this. What's up? Straight like that, off the rip. It's me, Lilo, Morton, and today I'm answering questions. I'm drinking my throat coat tea. My favorite tea is licorice root and marshmallow root with some other shit in it, but you know that. I'm just gonna get into a few questions that were asked on Instagram. I did like a little poll or whatever, so some things some people wanted to know about me personally. And kind of nothing was off limits, but nobody don't really ask me nothing inappropriate anyway. Like, I'm a nice person, why would you do that to me? If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like this video, thumbs it up if you want to, girl, because you should. And come get to know the Morton Mob or whatever. Come be down with the squad or whatever. You figured that on me, right, sis? Advice for a long-term relationship that are on a rocky point. So my advice for a rocky relationship that's on a rocky point is that you guys need to always remember that it's you two versus the problem and not you two versus each other. Like, it's a lot of things I wish I could have did differently in my previous relationship, and it was, you know, a lot of times I did isolate and shut down and become really defensive towards him and against him, when in all reality the problem was against us, and I turned against him and just ran away from the problem. So you always got to remember that it's y'all versus the world, never y'all versus each other. Any advice for those trying to lose weight? Diet. Google a meal plan. Like, that's my best advice. That's what I did. Stop eating all the stuff you normally eat. Educate what you're putting into your body, because once you figure out what this stuff is and what it can do to you and how it makes you feel, and you start to eat different things and you realize how that makes you feel versus how the other things make you feel, you don't want to eat that anymore. You're so real, man. I love watching you be you. That's not a question, but thanks. I take pride in just being myself and just being a good person, being authentic. And even when I fuck up, I take pride in acknowledging my fuck ups, because I'm still human and I'm still allowed to fuck up. I'm allowed to be, you know, angry or jealous or envious. I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to be sad. I'm allowed to be distraught. I'm allowed to be happy and positive. I'm even allowed to be negative for a limited amount of time. But girl, I'm allowed. Do you love me? You know I do. Do you like me? Circle 1, yes or yes. Men are gross. No comment. How many legit boyfriends did you have? Ooh, boom. My first boyfriend, I count because you can classify your boyfriends. So my first boyfriend that I count, his name is Jonathan. He took my virginity, but he was my friend when he took my virginity. And then I got back with my ex, and then we broke up, and then I got in a relationship with Jonathan. But my first boyfriend was Jonathan, aka Jonathan. Y'all bitches could never. And then he was a phenomenal dancer. He really inspired me as a dancer, and he did a lot for me, and I cheated on him. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, I greased him like that ass, and it's not even saying it to try to be funny or anything like that. Like, and I seriously regret it. I even apologized to him later on down the line, because he was literally playing mother, father, and boyfriend for me, trying to take care of me, keep me out of niggas' faces, trying to teach me right from wrong. And mind you, he don't even have a mother or father, so he was doing a lot for me just to make sure that I was okay. I was going through a lot. Foster care, being homeless. Like, girl, I was homeless and he slept on the train with me. Like, that's how, like, he was, like, really, like, for me. But I really love the treatment he gave me. Like, that was the thing. Like, I really love the treatment he gave me and what he did for me. But I don't really think I liked who he was. Like, I wanted to constantly, like, change him. And that's not cool, man. You gotta realize when you're the toxic person. You get what I'm saying? You do. He was fucked up too, don't get me wrong. Like, he had his little off, like, he was off. But girl, we all a little off. You see what I'm saying? Right. And then I had this other little nigga, that's my son. But we not cool no more like that. Like, it's not like that. Cause he changed. Like, he just changed. And he shut his, like, emotion down. And he was my friend. He was my best friend when I was in a relationship with the other nigga. But you know how you best friend a nigga because you really want to fuck with him? You just put him in the back pocket till your nigga start acting up, and then you go with the other nigga? That's what I did. And they had a fight. Bitch, I was the key. And then I had the 3.5 relationship with my ex. And then that's it. Those are my 3 niggas that I count. And then I had the nigga that cheated on me, but I don't really boyfriend him like that. But it kind of count, like, because he cheated on me. Like, but girl, Why'd you move back to New York even though the hood love you? So I'm not mad. Sis, now this is a big question and I'm gonna wait till the end of the video to answer because I know everybody probably wondering and I know this question gonna come up mad time. So I'm gonna wait to answer that. Have you ever gotten fired from a job? Yes. I got fired from Hale and Hardy Soups. That's where I worked in 2015. And I got fired from Starbucks. But that's the whole story time in itself. It was like a conspiracy. They fired my manager because somebody else was stealing money. And then after they fired her, because somebody had to pay for that large sum. That nigga was stealing mad bread. Like he was like bogan and walking down the aisles of the cash register and like, boop, slipping money in his pocket, bitch. Like he got like thousands of dollars. Like no funny shit. And then I was literally the last person to go. And my friend JD quit. Like he quit, he resigned. But I was the last person to go. Like, and I was a phenomenal worker. Everybody who know me from Snapchat. I loved working at fucking Starbucks. You kidding me? But I did. And after that, I never worked for nobody else again. Like, I'm more than capable of making my own money. And when I got fired from Starbucks, it was because I called out so I could make my, like, baking goods that I be making, my little edibles or whatever. I had just made my whole month's paycheck that weekend. You think I give a fuck, miss? Your tooth is great. Hey, yo, if my manager, my old manager, you know who you are, bitch. You watching this, look me in the eyes. Your tooth is gray. The nerve in that tooth is dying and you really fired me. And I never came back, bitch. That was the end of that. Like, people wrote my name on Yelp. People even got me motherfucking gifts, bitch. It's this motherfucking, like, this thing I got, the thing that be in the train stations, like a laminated, like, poster that goes up on my wall of a Stitch. Someone got me a Stitch. Someone got me a fucking, a candle, an Anthropology candle. I used to get mad gifts, gift cards, makeup palettes, Too Faced makeup palettes, bath bombs. Like, people used to come and bring me gifts. I knew everybody's name, order, drink, birthday, best friend name, relationship problems. Like, bitch, I was like the perfect Starbucks barista. I really loved that job and I probably would have worked until I died there because I loved it there. What was it like growing up in NYC and do you see yourself raising kids there? Growing up in New York City was everything. It was dangerous. New York City definitely steals your innocence way before you're even a teenager. New York is very dangerous. And I still raise my gangsta ass kid here because I survived. You feel me? Only the strong survive in the jungle. Word to my dad, bro. It's so saucy to be from New York. Like, everybody want to be from here. Everybody want to talk like us. Everybody want to dress like us. Bitch, why would I not? I just don't like, my voice. Like, I don't like how my voice sounds, but I got a weird voice because I know how to sing. If you notice, all singers have really weird voices. Like, look at Mariah Carey's voice. It don't match her singing voice. Her real voice is mad weird. Your number. I'm gonna give you my number February 31st 1990. Never. Bye, nigga. The fuck you talking about? What are you afraid of? I'm afraid of being alone, I think, like forever. But I'm afraid of myself. I'm afraid of myself. I take things from myself so I can learn how to live without it. And then I feel like one day I'm gonna take everything from myself and then I'm just not gonna know how to live. Like, I'm really afraid of my comfort and my solitude. I'm really cool with like just being by myself on some real live dead ass shit. Like, and I never used to really be like this. Like, I'm cool with not really talking to nobody. I'm cool with dealing with my own problems. I'm cool with just doing my own thing. I'm really scared of being alone. And I'm really scared of vulnerability. I'm scared of betrayal. I'm scared of allowing a person to get inside of me, get inside of who I am, and I confide in them, and then the person is not who they claim to be, because that has happened to me. It has scarred me. This bitch is this bitch is that, this bitch is that. Talk about me crazy to everybody and then come and beg me back to take him back. Niggas still do that shit to this day. Beg me back to take him back, and it's just, the shit was like, why am I not enough? It resonates with my abandonment issues from like my mom and my dad, like my parents not wanting me. So I always felt like nobody else would ever want me. And then the fact that you tell me one thing to my face, it's like a psychological trauma from back then. You tell me, oh, like for my example, for my mom, like, oh, I'm gonna come see you today, I'm gonna come get you today, and I would wait all day and you wouldn't, and then I would see you and you would be happy to see me. But it's like, how could you be happy to see me when you said you would come to get me and you didn't? You said you wanted to see me and you didn't. Like, you went somewhere else. Same thing. You said you really fuck with me. You said you really love me. You said that I ride for you. Like, you know, I take care of you. I make sure you good. I'm the person who installs knowledge and lifts up your spirit. I recharge your spirit. I make sure you know that I love you. I make sure the words I give you got wings so they uplift you. I make sure. But it's a big smack in the face when you turn around and you see a random stranger telling you like mistakes you've made or incidents that have happened in your relationship, and they're telling you how your spouse feels about you, and it's like something you didn't know. That shit is just, it like ripped open scars for me. Like, I'm terribly scared of that. I'm scared of betrayal and vulnerability, definitely, hands down. I know that was a little deep, y'all. I'm sorry I got into it like that, but bitch, we ain't doing no kitty ones and twos up here. How did you save up to move into your first and second apartment? I've only had one apartment, and it's the one that we're sitting in right now. Like, I've never had another apartment. I went to go live with my manager in LA. That's her apartment. It's not mine. I never said it was mine. I always said it was hers, so I don't know how people misconstrued like that I got my own crib there. What are your aspirations in life? I aspire to be the greatest me I can ever be. I aspire to be one of the greatest writers of all time. I want my stuff to go down like in history. Everything I say definitely resonates with people's hearts and minds. I have that gift. I don't know when I got it or how I got it, but I do. So I'm gonna be a writer regardless of whether it's songs or books or cooking. I wrote like a half of a book before, like 2-3 chapters. I'm gonna put it down below for y'all to check it out and tell me what y'all think. You could comment on it either, and if y'all want the book, I'll write the rest of the book out for y'all, like that ass. Like, it's a good book. When did you start singing, and what or who motivates you to continue to push so hard? I've been singing for as long as I can remember. Like, my grandmother would make me sing Open Up My Heart by Yolanda Adams, Alicia Keys songs. I'm gonna insert a clip right now of me and my grandmother singing Open Up My Heart. Like, I give her my phone and I put it on for her. Show me how to do things your way. Don't let me make the same mistakes over and over again. Your will be done. And she was singing it, and that could literally make me cry. Like, she would make me sing it to her over and over. I had like a little karaoke piano type shit, and she was just like, oh, sing it to me, like, and then we're singing, and she was like, again and again. Like, my grandmother was mad supportive. But when I got a certain age, like, that shit just changed. Like, she was like, oh, you can't sing. Like, you shouldn't quit your day job. Like, she would just say, like, little funny shit like that. And then my first boyfriend, he told me I couldn't sing, too. So that's why none of y'all never knew I could sing. Like, that was never a talent that I brought forth. And that was why it was 2 people that were really important to me that told me I couldn't. And also my other cousin, Sky, she told me I couldn't sing neither. But they like them hits, though. And then in December 2017... my ex, he popped up at my apartment or whatever, just popped up, and he was like, you know, crying, like, please take me back, per usual, crying, please take me back, and I'm like, I ain't gonna front, like, I can't, like, and then I sang my song to him, like, that I wrote for him, and I cried, and he cried too. Like, it was mad good. Like, the song was mad good, and the fact that I was able to sing for him, I was with this nigga for 3.5 years, almost 4 years, bitch. This nigga never knew I knew how to sing, and I finally sang for this nigga, and he was just crying like, nah, that song is crazy, like, what the fuck, like, you gotta go record that shit is mad good. But then I had to kick him out right after because I have no time. Thanks for coming by to the listening party. More about you being in the foster care system. What do you want to know? I got in foster care at 15. I got out at 20. I was in foster care twice. I was in it from 15 to 16, and then from 17 to 20. Like, that was when I was in it, because I got home. Like, I was able to come home at 16, but only for a little while. And then I literally was like, I ain't gonna front, I can't be here. Like, if I stay here, my grandmother is gonna, like, throw me out whenever she feel like it. Like, my grandmother, she used to be, like, really, she still is. She, like, real moody. Like, anybody know, like, oh, the black people, they change their mind like heartbeats. Like, they always want to kick you out. They always want to do a whole bunch of bullshit. And it's just like, I can't be living my life like this. Like, I ain't gonna front. My mom's never really, like, got her life together because, like, the foundation that she was raised on, it wasn't that strong. Like, it was rocky. Like, my grandmother was cooking. My mother had me at 15. Like, she was pregnant with me at 15. At 16, I was here. Like, a month after she turned 16, I was here. Like, it's just like, It's an ongoing cycle, and I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want to bounce around from house to house, from place to place, because that's what was happening to me for mad long. Like from 14. I left my grandmother's crib at 13. I went to live with my aunt, but I still had like a steady place to live. I was living like somewhere. But from 14 to a good 17, I had no stability. I was bouncing around from place to place, and that was my golden Lilo years. I was going through a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and like nobody knew because I was ashamed. But my foster mother, where I lived in the Bronx, her name is Angie, and she was like super sweet to me. She took care of me. She made me surprise lunches when I came home. She surprised me with my favorite food. She bought any and all the food I wanted. She gave me money. She bought me gifts on holidays. I had a really nice house in the Bronx. Like, it was really nice. It was really comfortable. I had my own keys for the first time in my life. My grandmother never gave me keys, like, which I don't understand. Like, I never understood. She still won't give me keys to this day. Like, I was staying at her crib when I first got to New York, and she really ain't give me no keys, but her sons got keys. Like, her older sons lived there. It's just a lot of stuff that I really don't understand, like how my grandmother was so eager to like kick me out, and then it's just like, you got these like grown men living here now. But cool. And then she like wants me to come visit and stuff. Like, oh, you always say you gonna come here and then you don't. Like, my nigga, I really don't want to be there. Like, that house fucked me up psychologically. Like, it's mad like traumatizing in that house. Every time I'm in there, I want to get the fuck out of that house. Like, I don't like staying there for long periods of time. But I signed myself out of foster care at 20 years old. I got my own apartment without foster care. I did my own thing, and I made it, my nigga. I did it. I didn't have to go through that whole, like, nobody tried to molest me or rape me or touch me or any of that crazy shit. Thank the Lord. I'm very grateful for that. It's very unfortunate that the foster care system is like that and people have to go through that. I have real good caseworkers. I had a caseworker named Jaylene. She used to buy me makeup for my kid. Like, anything she could get for free, she'd bring it to me also. Like, she was like really a rider. Like, and when I was wrong, hey Jay, when I was wrong, she'd get in my ass too. Like, I ain't gonna front my nigga, you slacking, like you fucking up, like that wasn't right, or this. Like, she didn't just let me do whatever the fuck I wanted. She cared about me, and we're still in contact to this day. That's my good Judy, you feel me? Foster care ain't always sad. Like, it's not really women. It is sad though. It's like, I constantly, like, I didn't feel wanted a lot of the times. I always felt like I had to go in my room and not be seen. Like, she had a son and a daughter, like, and they wasn't mean to me, like, at all. Like, they just mind their business. Like, it's kind of like I was invisible, like, until a little, like, my last year there, I started like talking to the daughter and stuff, and it was cool, but it wasn't giving no sense. Can I take you on a date? No, but that's the way to get my attention. Like, men don't know how to court women these days. Like, nigga, is you courting me? No? Cool. Alright, cool. Because we're not fucking with each other. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming to your crib. I don't want to link you. If you ever get a link from me, like, first time we link, I come to your house, I must really like you, or I might be trying to bro you. Like, you might be in between. I might be trying to bro you. At what age did you have the best sex of your life? 21. 21? I was 21 and it was in California, and it was so good. It was so good. It was okay, flashbacks. It was so good. And it was with a stranger, and he winds up not being a stranger. That was the first time I ever had sex with a stranger, and I thought it was gonna be a one-night stand. I always wanted to have a one-night stand before in my life. Like, everybody needs to have a one-night stand. Like, we in our 20s, you better go out there and get it, girl. Get it how you live. Suck a nigga. Hey, get it how you live. Make that nigga pay your bills. And he winds up being my boo. And we kicked it for a long while. Now, wow, like, he's still in my life to this day, and he's playing pro ball in Spain right now, and that's my son. We're not on that type of time because he's so far away. I don't do the long distance thing. Like, I don't do that. Like, but that's my man. Like, we're actually friends, and I can't explain how that happened like that. Like, we had sex like we was married. It's crazy how a stranger knew my body, like, and I knew his, and I knew what to do. Bitch, it felt like it was supposed to be happening. Like, it was literally like the craziest thing like ever. I never met a man where I seen him and like, nah, I want to have sex with him. Like, I never seen the man like that. One thing you did growing up, you never told your mother about? Nothing. I'm completely honest. I don't hide anything from anybody. When I lost my virginity, I straight told her a good 8 days after. Like, it's not, no lie, straight told her. I told my grandmother, mommy, and I lost mine young, like 15 years old. Like, mommy, I lost my virginity. I had sex. Would you ever mess with a girl? I have. I've had sex with 4 girls in my life, to be honest with you. Nah, I would never have a girlfriend. There's one girl that I would turn lesbian for, and her name is Sabrina. Sabrina, I love you. You done with Sheck West? She got a boyfriend and he like Sheck West. But you done with Sheck? I'm the one you should check. Good looking. I love you, Sabrina. Sabrina is the finest girl I ever seen in my life, and I really want to put my mouth on her vagina. What singers have inspired your voice? I love these questions. I love Adele, Amy Winehouse, definitely. I really love Aaliyah, Beyonce. Everybody inspires me. I'm not gonna front. I take inspiration from everywhere. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I can't single out somebody. Lana Del Rey. Like, I could go on. Like, it's mad different people I take in. Mary J. Mad different people from different eras of different stuff that I really love. What's your nationality? I'm African American and Puerto Rican. Now, I don't really disclose Puerto Rican because I'm predominantly African American. And that's what you got. But I'm a little bit probably everything. Like, I don't know. But I just identify as African American, and I'm just black. I don't identify with nothing else. To really check myself, I'm really so self-aware. I honestly feel like I don't identify with Hispanics because my father never claimed me. So I don't want to tie myself to my Spanish heritage because of that psychological engram of being like traumatized. I really feel like that's what it is. Like, that's why I don't jack I'm Spanish. It's because I never got love from my Spanish family. So I feel like I don't want to have connection with them. Check yourself. But being self-aware is nice. I'm telling you, you should try it. How did you become so confident? You're so beautiful, by the way. I think confidence is built when you were a kid. Like, my grandmother always like instilled in me, like, you beautiful, you icy, you swagged out, but you gotta be beautiful, swagged out, and icy on the inside. That inside don't match that outside don't count at all. Who has influenced you to become the woman you are today? The women I never saw. Don't let that go over your head. The little traits I saw in the people that did like have influence over me, or like who were like role models to me. Like, my grandmother, she got a real good sense of morals and characters, but she don't stand by it. Like, she a hypocrite. For example, like, my best friend was telling my grandmother like problems that was going on with her and her family, and my grandmother was like, oh, that's not fair. Why would they ever throw you out? Why would they ever do that to you? Like, and mind you, I'm just sitting here like going home to my foster mother after I leave my grandmother's house. Like, it's just little stuff like that. I was like, what do you mean? How can I do that to her? What do you mean? Like, but I took what I liked from her character and I put it into mine. Proverbs 31. There we go. Tamara gave me that verse or whatever. Look up Proverbs 31 in the Bible, and that's the woman that I am. That's the woman I will continue to be, and that's the woman I'm always gonna be. What is something that happened to you that changed you as a person? My last relationship definitely changed me as a person. I'm so fucking hungry right now, I can't even concentrate. My last relationship changed me as a person. I know y'all probably tired of hearing about that shit, but bitch, it's really true. Like, I'm really afraid of like betrayal. So now I'm like this weird, closed up, vulnerable, this person that's scared to be vulnerable. Like, I'm scared to express my feelings. I'm scared to ask like a boy I like, you know, hey, come over, like, I want you to come over. Like, I'm scared to do that. Like, bitch, I'm just like mad shy and timid now, closed off, angry, guarded, secured, like any adjective that you could probably, Fort Knox, that describes me being locked up or closed off, I'm that. And it turned me cold, and now I'm trying to like, I done got out of my feelings to where I lost them, and I'm just like cold. That shit really changed me, having somebody constantly like say like, oh, I love you and I'll do this for you and I'll do that for you, then like behind your back like they do a whole 360. And it still continues, like, to have somebody constantly try to like disrespect you or talk down on you or about you in public and praise you in private. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. What Sally says about Susie says more about Sally than Susie though, sister. Better believe that, and don't let that go over your head. If you ever hear a nigga talking about me, trust believe he really want to eat this pussy. When you're gonna put out more music? You're so talented, by the way. Thank you. New music coming soon, sis. Before the end of the year, you definitely gonna have a bop or two to do what you gotta do, but you can't rush greatness, sister. All right, the important question now, the last question is, why did you come back to New York? I live here. This is my apartment. I went to LA for artist development training. I had 2 sessions left, studio sessions. I didn't have to do them. They weren't mandatory. I asked my manager, can I leave? She said, yes, you're not in a prison. You can go. You can also come back whenever the fuck you feel like it. I can go there whenever I feel like it. I can go to LA when I feel like it. I do what I feel like. Good luck. And there was literally nothing other than my training was over. I was also homesick. I missed my crib. I missed my friend. I went from living by myself to like living with somebody also. Even though she wasn't there most of the time. Never made a fuss. Never made me feel uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. Bitch, she could be a fucking Czechoslovakia, and I could write her like, I'm hungry, like, could you order me some food? She'd be like, yeah, send her card, order whatever you want. Like, it was just like that. Like, I was super comfortable, bro. But those are the questions, y'all. And that's it. That's it. You have fun. You have fun getting to know me a little bit. Thank you for coming by on my YouTube channel to get to know me today. We got real naked. We really showed who we was today on this day, you know. And now I get to see me. I'm kind of a tomboy on a regular day-to-day, every day. Make sure you thumbs this video up if you like it. If you don't, thumbs it down too. Fuck it, bitch. Do whatever you want. Jack your cheese. Jack your cheese. Make sure you stay true to you. Comment anything you feel like you related to. Comment anything you feel like you disagreed with or you didn't like. If you feel like, you know, my demeanor is wrong or something, check me like, oh, Lilo, I don't think that was right. Maybe you should have, You know, I like to have conversations, sister. That's it, that's all. But let's get a real engagement going on these topics. Like, I want to get to know y'all just like how y'all got to know me. Straight. All social sites listed down below. You can check some of my music out down below. I got like 3 songs on SoundCloud. But you can check them out though, they good. I love you guys, and that's it. That's it, that's all, sis. Love is love, sis. Bye, sister.